Hi everybody, Mitch here. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk about a very, very popular topic these days, artificial intelligence or AI. And I'm not going to go off and say don't use AI or rail against it or even for it. I'm just going to say understand what you're getting into because there are some concerns that you should understand. The first one is AI is being used in all kinds of ways. For example, just saw an article that said that the big license plate reader company Flock that sells their services, well, basically to anybody whose check clears, but specifically, I think they go after law enforcement. They're going to have a new service using AI that's going to be able to track how a car travels from state to state, and the user, the customer of Flock, can go off and put in a license plate number, and they're going to say, "Well, we saw this car in Georgia today, in Tennessee tomorrow, and Mississippi the next day, and whatever." So they can go off and come up with a picture of where you've been. Certainly not illegal. You're on a public road. They can take pictures of you. Maybe a little spooky, but certainly not illegal. The data that you're uploading, especially if you're using the free version of the software of any of the AI agents, it's fair game for them. They can go off and assimilate that and do whatever they want with it. Sometimes the corporate versions, depending on what you buy and who the vendor is, they say that they won't assimilate your data, but still the data sits in their cloud. And maybe it'll get deleted, maybe it won't, and maybe who knows who can look at it. So be careful. It's very possible that you could go off and upload some data certainly in a business situation where you are actually violating a non-disclosure agreement by uploading it to the software. Lots of different questions like that, and all to be determined. AI is moving at breakneck speed. One thing that you shouldn't do is just blindly assume whatever the AI comes back with is correct. That would be a really big mistake. AI does something that's called hallucinating, and what it hallucinates about and to what degree, it's an unknown. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but you definitely got to fact check what you're doing. There are a number of people who have gotten in trouble. Lawyers I can think of where they submitted briefs to judges, students who submitted papers to professors or teachers, and they had citations in them, and the AI just made up the citation. It didn't actually exist. So AI is a great tool. I use it literally every day. And you're seeing more and more products that just include AI as part of a feature. There are some lawsuits going on right now in terms of where AI makes big decisions, like whether you get a job, whether you get a home loan, your medical treatment, and that's not a good place for hallucinations for sure. So use it with care. It's definitely getting better as the software becomes more advanced, but still, it definitely hallucinates. So with that, I'd say go for it, and just be mindful that AI is not, God. It's really something that you got to look at and make sure you understand what you're doing. Thanks for listening.